Oh, definitely. There's always a punishment for hit and run. Like hit and run can be anything. It can be like pulling out of a car park and denting someone's, bumping into someone's car and keep going. That's hit and run. Can be crashing into someone and keeping going. That's hit and run too, obviously. It's punished. Judges need a fair amount of, just on its own, hit and run. They need a fair amount of reasons why they shouldn't put you off the road for hit and run. You got to work hard to avoid a disqualification where you hit someone's car or property or a person and keep going. It's punished heavily. Every case is different. I mean, if you just tip someone, you drive away, but afterwards it's brought to your attention, you pay for it all. They might feel a certain amount of sympathy for you. But where you hit and run and drink driving is involved, that's a tougher situation, obviously, naturally. Now, drink driving, hit and run would mean, or it seems, at least it would seem to mean to me that you crash into something, or some property or some car, and you've kept going, and maybe you've been arrested later on. And I've dealt with some of those. Again, they're not easy. No one's ever going to tell the judge they weren't drinking. They weren't. Someone else poured all that alcohol into them at the scene. No, they didn't. They weren't unsteady on their feet. They were. They weren't slurring their speech. Well, you're 5 times over, so probably you were. Your memory of what happened at the time is skewed by what you want it to be. I wasn't slurring my words. 4 times over the limit. And if you ask a judge to believe that, forget it. So in those situations, you're hoping for procedural or legal errors, because if it comes down to a dispute between you 4 times over the limit and a sober guard, that's not an argument. That's just ridiculous. You'll never get a judge to side with you, and why would they? You wouldn't side with someone if they were telling you a story that they heard from someone yesterday. There was 2 people telling you this story, and one of them had been sober and one of them was drunk, and no matter if you like that drunk person an awful lot and they're your best friend, you're always going to think, you were drinking. And I think I'll prefer that person's account.